Hey guys, how are you doing? It's Katharyne, and I have some very exciting news today. We have made a couple of very big updates to Tangent templates. Check it out. You can now make tumblers with Tangent templates. Not only that, you can make tote bags. I love this one. Hold on. Oh, there we go. There is my clown punk girl jam tote bag, and check out the little details on this. I love her dots and I love the red noses. Isn't that cute? We have also added A sizes. So those are the sizes for books most commonly used outside of the US, like A4, which a lot of you have been asking for. And we have also added custom sizes as well. So you can create your own size of books. Whatever size you want to create, you can now do it in Tangent templates. That also means you can make pop sockets, pillows, t-shirts, hoodies, and iPhone cases as well. So you can make all of those with Tangent templates now. We have built it into the system, so it's really, really easy for you. Let's get started and take a look at this. When you log into Tangent templates, to get to all the new features, all you're going to do is go to the Tangent designer, just as you always do. And what you will notice now is when you say new project, it now has interior pages, paperback cover and hardback cover, and it also has merch designs. And at the bottom, we have added recently saved projects. You can click KDP interiors, paperbacks, hardcovers, and again, merch by Amazon. And if you're wondering what merch is, it is merch.amazon.com. You can apply for an account to sell there. And it's very similar to KDP in that you upload your artwork and then you decide how you want to sell it, whether you want to sell it as a bag or a pillow or an iPhone case, a pop socket, or all of the above. You can sell all of those items with one design. And then you upload your image to merch and you list it, you give a list price, they print it, they ship it, and then you take a royalty. So it's a very similar platform to KDP in that it's print on demand and that it's hosted on Amazon. Now, of course, you can also sell on other platforms like Redbubble or Zazzle or Printful or any of the other print on demand services. You just have to make sure you have the right dimensions, and you can enter those on Tangent templates and create your products there as well. The other really cool thing is that we have a Resizer tool for you as well. So you can resize all your projects. Let's say you make a bunch of t-shirts. You can resize them all in one go to go on tumblers, to go on pop sockets, or even on book covers. And you can even take like your journal covers and resize those for t-shirts. So this is a really powerful, quick way of creating a lot of products. And this means you can use all the cool features in Tangent templates, like rainbow text, curved text, infographics, shapes, and of course the new sketch effect as well. So this is really flexible. You can create all kinds of neat designs. Like for example, I used the sketch effect to create the Newfie on my Newfie mug. And I also used the rainbow text feature as well. And what's really cool is you can use the PictureBook feature in Tangent templates to upload all your Midjourney images or images from any AI tool, DALL-E, Ideogram. You can use the PictureBook feature in Tangent templates to upload all those pictures in one go and create your product designs in one go. So this was a Midjourney image I used. It was kind of a vaporwave design I made. And you can see how the tumblers work, in that they have this gap at the back. So this is a steel tumbler. You have three choices with tumblers. You can create steel, black background, or white background. So that's how the steel one looks. This one has a white background. And you can see really what it is. It has this white label behind it. So it means that you can't really see the gap very well if you're working on a white background. You can see the gap is there, but you don't really notice it on a white background. Now, I'm really impressed with the tote bags. This one I made using my GPT, the GPT that's in Imagine, to create clip art. And if you want to learn more about how that works, take a look at my other video. I think it's called Infinite Clip Art. And in that video, I talk about how I use crystal to crystallize the image. And then once you have crystallized the image, you can add colors like this in tangent templates. So this was a black and white image that I added all the different colors to, and you can see they've all got a little red nose there. And I thought that was really, really cute way to use tangent templates to colorize this image. And you can see I also used the rainbow text feature to add the text to that, the clown punk girl jam. So let's take a look at these features in tangent templates. So when you open up tangent templates, same as usual, you will go to the tangent designer, and what you will see here is the interior pages, paperback cover, hardback cover, and merch designs. Now, if you're going to create a book, you can go to interior pages, and now what you will see is the standard paperback sizes as usual. And there's also this custom feature. So you can go here, and now you can create any book size that KDP can handle. And it does advise you to the minimum and maximums. So if you want to create a book that's 6.5 across by 10 inches, you can now do that in tangent templates. Boom. There is a custom size right there. Now, underneath that, it also has the hardcover interior sizes and then the European A sizes. So you can create a book that is A4, A5, or a tiny little A6 book. So you can just click that, begin, and there it is. That's the A4 size. So I know a lot of you in Europe particularly have been asking for this. So here it is. You now can create A4 sizes. And we have also added those A sizes to our cover designer as well. So you can go ahead and select those to create a cover in those sizes. And as you can see there, there's also a custom for the cover sizes as well. And now this is the really fun part. If you go to merch designs, you can see that we have all your bases covered here. If you want to create a t-shirt or a hoodie, you can go ahead and choose that here. If you want to create a pullover and zip hoodie, you can choose that here. If you want to create a pop socket, iPhone case, tote bag and pillow, or tumbler, we have you covered. So this is what the tumbler design looks like. And you can see if we add a page here, this gives you the template for creating a tumbler. So this is really well laid out. It tells you where the center of the design is, and this is where the edge of the design is. So you can stick a whole image across here and it will wrap around, or you can put separate images on the different sides of the tumbler. So some people like to do it like this, which is what I've done here. So you have the image on one side, and then you have the number one Newfie mom on the other side there. So if we take a look at this design here and compare it with the tumbler, you'll see how this works. Imagine this being like a big sticker, which really is all it is. It's like a big sticker that they've put around the tumbler. And so on this side, this is where the gap is here. And it says number one Newfie mom. And then on the other side, there's the dog there. And it doesn't really matter which way around you do it, because the top, you can just take this off. And so you can turn it around and see both sides. Basically, wherever you put the top, if we take the top off, then you can pretty much put it so you can drink it that way, or you can drink it that way. So it doesn't matter too much, but this is the way I designed it, that I have the dog on that side and the text on that side. And then let me show you this design. So this is a vaporwave mug that I created. Very simple prompt, vaporwave mysterious liminal backroom. So if you want to create something that looks like this, that's all I did. Vaporwave mysterious liminal backroom. And I made the aspect ratio 2:1, which means that it is twice as wide as it is tall. Now, the exact dimensions for a tumbler on merch are actually 10 inches by 4.667. So it's pretty close to 2:1. If you want to make it the exact size, you can do that. You can absolutely do, I think you do 10,000 to 4.667. So that's kind of a crazy aspect ratio. It will work. For example, I can go in Midjourney and actually just use this prompt again. And I can do 10,000 to 4.667. If you want to be super, super exact, you can do that. There you go. You can see that that actually works with that aspect ratio, but 2:1 is so close and so similar that I think it's fine. So what I did is simply click the upscale subtle, and that will upscale the image. And then you can go ahead and just download that upscaled image. And then you can go to your uploads on Tangent Templates. In fact, I'm going to put it in this folder here. You can upload your image there. And then I can go back to my pages, add a new page, and then go to my demo bundle and just drop the image on there. So you can pop it into the page. Actually, a quick way to do this is just go arrange and do resize width to the full width of your image. And there you go. That's it. That's all you do. And then you can go ahead and say download, and that will actually download all of the pages in your project. And you have the choice now to download them as PDF or PNG. So make sure you choose the right one. If you are creating books, you will generally want to download as PDF, and the same for printables. If you are creating merch designs, you will want to download them as PNGs. And what is so nice about this is that you can create a ton of designs in Tangent Templates and then just download them all with one go. And then you can upload them all to merch. So this makes it really, really easy for you to create multiple designs, especially if you're doing a lot of designs in the same style. Like, for example, maybe instead of having number 1 Newfie mom, you want to create 10 tumbler designs with different dog breeds on. So it would be really easy. You could just go in and switch out the dog and just change the text to be like number 1 Corgi mom or number 1 Labrador mom or whatever it is you want to do. And then you can create them all as separate images here and then just download them all in one go. So this gives you a way to create so many designs at once. So what is really exciting about this is that you can use the PictureBook feature to upload a bunch of images at the same time. So I can go to Midjourney and find the images that I really, really like. So for example, if I like this tiger image and think it would look cool on a t-shirt, I can absolutely go ahead and upscale that. So I'm going to click Upscale Subtle. And I actually have a collection of images that I've already upscaled that I like. So these I think would be really, really fun to put on a tote bag or on a t-shirt. So I have some here that I've already upscaled, and I can find those by clicking upscale. And now what I can do is just hold down Shift and select the ones that I want to use. So I'm going to grab all of these. I'm just holding down Shift, and then I'm going to click download. And that's going to download a zipped file of images to my computer. And now what I can do is find those images, unzip them, and now I can go to Uploads on Tangent Templates. I'm going into my demo bundle. Those are the images that I created. Cool. And now I'm just actually going to delete those ones because those aren't t-shirt images. Okay, so that has uploaded all those images into a folder. And now what I'm going to do is use PictureBook. And I'm going to select that folder, Demo Bundle. You can see I've got 9 images in there. And I'm going to say Scale to Fit Page. And the aspect ratio for a t-shirt, if you're not sure, just go to the Project tab. And this works for all the merch products. If you're not sure what aspect ratio images to generate, just go to the Project tab. And you can see here you've got the width and the height. So 15:18 is the aspect ratio for a t-shirt. You can also simplify that down to actually 5:6, because doing a little bit of math, if you divide 15 by 3, that becomes 5. If you divide 18 by 3, that becomes 6. So you can use 5:6 as an aspect ratio, or you can just put in 15:18. It will all work. If you don't like math, just use the width and the height there in inches, and Midjourney will figure it out for you. So let's see how PictureBook works. I'm going to click PictureBook again. We've got our demo bundle selected. We're going to say Scale to Fit Page, and we're not going to shuffle the images, and we're not going to use margins because we are designing a t-shirt, and so you don't need margins. So I'm going to say Import Images, and check it out. Here it goes. Great. So there we go. We have all our t-shirt designs. I'll delete that blank at the beginning. So here are all our beautiful images that I think are going to look amazing on a t-shirt. And we're just going to go ahead and say download, and then download them all as PNGs. So now if you go to your computer and look at your downloads, you should have a whole collection of PNGs in a zip file, all ready for you to upload to merch. So these look great. Now, what is really nice is we also have a Resizer tool here. So if you go to the project Resizer, you can actually choose any category and you can convert your images to that category. So for example, if we've created a t-shirt design like this, we can go ahead and resize this for tumblers or for phone cases or even for pop sockets. So I'm going to do that for phone cases, and you're going to want to say, yes, resize the content. Yes, it's a good idea to make a copy of your project, and you can give this a new title. So we can call it phone cases, and we're going to resize the project now. So it has now resized the images for iPhone cases. So you will want to go and resize this because the images are at a slightly different aspect ratio. So you might want to pull these out and just adjust them and make sure they're placed how you want them. Another quick way to do this is just click on your image, go to the Arrange tab at the top, and then you can resize your image for full height as well. And that will make it the full height of the image size there. There you go, perfect. Now, when you save your projects, just so that you know, if you go to the Save tab, remember to check the correct category. So go to Merch by Amazon and you'll find your projects here. The phone cases and the t-shirts, they're all in your saved projects by category, Merch by Amazon. So don't look at the KDP and go, oh no, where are my saved projects? They're right there under merch if you made phone cases or t-shirts. So now let's take a look at how I created this image of the Newfie dog that is on the tumbler. And also we'll take a look at the clown punk picture because I also used the same technique to do that. And the tools I used to create those images are ChatGPT with Tangent Crystal and Tangent templates. And Tangent Crystal is included in our Imagine bundle. So this is the way it works. I have a GPT that is available in Imagine, and it creates these cool clip art images. So here's the image of the clown girls. So I had the icon GPT open and I asked for vector style, cute, large Newfoundland dogs sitting or standing, simple images, and it gave me those. And then I said, I just want black dogs. And then I asked for more. And this one was my favorite. So I'm going to open up this image and then I'm going to download it. And then I'm going to go over to Imagine, to Tangent Crystal, and upload that image. Great, there it is. Now it's a little bit dark, so I'm going to edit it. Let me adjust my screen. There we go. And I'll turn the brightness up a little bit on that, so it's a little bit more detail on the dog. There we go. And I'm going to download this image. So now I'm going to go back into Tangent templates and add a new page. And I'm going to upload that doggy. So this is the crystallized image being uploaded there. And I'm going to ungroup it. So I clicked on the image, I'm going to click ungroup, and that takes the picture apart. So now I'm going to delete everything except the doggy that I want to use. So I'll take those out. Now I'm going to make it bigger so it's easier to work with. And we're going to take out all these bits. We don't need these. Oops. I'm just selecting them, deleting them. Make it a little bit bigger. See, I don't want that bit there. I can delete that. So you can see by ungrouping the image, you can actually really adjust it, change it around. And because when you crystallize an image, it converts it into a vector, you can resize this image. You can make it huge. You can make it the size of a wall and it won't lose any quality because it's a vector image. So I'm going to group that back together again, put it in the center and make it as big as I can for the mug. And then what I want to do is add the sketch effect to it. So I can change the color, and this is something you can only do with crystallized or vector images. So we've made it purple, and then I'm going down to the sketch feature, and this is a little bit experimental. So the thickness that you need to set depends on the vector image. So I recommend trying different styles with it. If you don't like the effect, you can just undo it and adjust the thickness or the outline thickness. So with this one, I'm going to choose the sketch style, which is just diagonal lines like this. You can see, if we look super close, you can see it looks like it's been colored in a sketch style with diagonal lines. Crosshatch works really well as well. So we're going to say sketch, and I'm going to make the thickness really, really tiny on this one. I'm going to do 0.1, which will make it really neat. It will look like really neat sketch lines. And then I'm going to make the outline thickness 1. So we're going to say create. Check it out. That's a sketched image of a doggy. So let's do it again so you can see how cool this is. If I undo it, that's the regular image. And if I go ahead and I do that again, 0.1 for the thickness. So that's as tight as the sketch effect can get. And then I'm going to make the outline thickness 1. Boom. There is the sketched image of a dog. And I think this is just an incredible, useful feature that you can use in tangent templates. So now what I'm going to do, I actually want to turn this around and put it on the other side of the tumbler. So I'm just going to select it, go to the Arrange tab and click Mirror and put him that way around. And now I'm going to add in the text. So I go Text, and I like this amatic style there. So let's see, I'm going to put number 1, Newfie mom. And going to make this big. I'm going to also make it bold. Tweak that a little bit more, make it a little bit bigger. And I'm also going to make it centered like that. So once I'm happy with my placement on that, now I can just go here where it says number 1 Newfie mom and click rainbow text. Boom! There is the rainbow text right there. I think it looks great. And the only other thing that I did with this was I put graph paper behind it, which I thought was kind of a fun effect. You can also use all of the patterns in tangent templates. I'll show you that in a moment. So to add graph paper, just draw a big box, choose what color you want for the lines, and then you're going to do fill space, and you're going to select graph paper 4x4. And then I would recommend just grabbing the doggy image. If you have a hard time, you can just zoom in a little bit. I'm just doing it with my mouse. So you can just grab it there and then just do center front, and then do the same with the text as well. Just go arrange, center front to make sure it's in front of the lines. And that's it. That's how you create that design. And you can go ahead and then remake this design with different dog breeds or different animals, whatever you think. And it was exactly the same with the clown design. I had this picture of the clown girls. So I just download that. Again, bring it into Crystal. There we go. There is the image. And then I just edit it to make sure that I'm happy with the brightness and level of detail in that. So I want to make the lines super clear. So there we go. I think that looks good. And I'm going to download that. And I'm going to go back to tangent templates, and I'm going to start a tote bag. And I'm going to upload my clown girl image that's crystallized here. So now I can take this image of the clown girls on my page. So I'm going to ungroup it. And once I've ungrouped it, then I can work with it a little bit more. I actually want to delete this girl because she's kind of chopped off in the image. So I'm going to ungroup, and then I'm just going to select that one and remove it. And I'm going to make the rest of them a little bit bigger. And I'm keeping within the margins because it's a tote bag. So I'm going to put that there, make sure it's within the margins. And I'm going to check my image in a little more detail. I'm just zooming in using my mouse on my computer, just so I can really make sure I get rid of any weird details like those. There we go. That looks great. And now what I can do is colorize this using the group color changer. So this is kind of a fun thing you can do. You can use these different themes. And let's see, I want a darker one for this. So I'm going to go here, geometric harmony. And then what you can do is actually randomize the colors. So you can play with this, give them different colors. I'm going to try this style actually. Let's try these because I like the dark colors in that. And then I can select the different images. And if these two colors, for example, are too close, I could change this one to a different color like that. And maybe the same with this one. I'll make her green. And then what's really fun is you can select their noses and then just give them all red noses. Check it out. So they're little clowns with red noses. There we go. That's really cute. And you can see that it's automatically colorized her dots, and also her tattoos as well are colorized. And some streaks of hair are colored differently. If you don't like that and you want it all to be uniform, then just go ahead and select the same color there. So the same with that one. You see that's got blue in it. You want it to be the same color red as the rest of her, you can do that. So that was how I made the clowns for this tote bag, was just using that technique. And then what you can do to add the text is, chose my text there, and I put, let's see, clown, punk, girl, jam, and you can choose any font you like. I'm gonna make it bigger. Make it big like that. And then I did two things with that text. Actually, three. I made it bold. And then I went to rainbow text and made it rainbow. So now I'm going to fix this text a little bit. I'm going to give it a border. So I'm going to select border and make the border black. And I'm going to thicken it so you can see it properly. There we go. And I think the letters are a little close together. So I'm going to go to type. And I'm going to put some character spacing in there just to separate it out a little bit. And let's make it even bigger. Cool. And I'm going to change the color scheme because I want it the same as this color scheme. So back to the group color changer. And I'll choose the same theme. And you can shift through the colors like that. Or you can randomize them. I'm going to do colorize. Do them in the right order. And I want it to start with red. There we go, because I think that's strong. And I'm going to say update. And lastly, I want to make the text curved. So I'm going to go to type. And then I'm just going to go to convert to curved text. That turned it into a circle. We don't want that. So we're just going to pull it out a little bit and pop it over the top. And that's it. That is exactly the technique I used to create this bag. So I used my GPT, which is included in Imagine. Then I used Tangent Crystal to crystallize it. And then I used Tangent templates to add the colorizing. So hopefully that's some cool techniques that you can use to create your merch designs. One other thing that I'll show you super quickly is save our project. One other technique that you can use, and so if I was making a tote bag, is you can also use any of our patterns. So if you go in and grab an interesting pattern, like this one, for example, you can put this on the tote bag, stretch it out, and then you can use the group color changer to put any color on this that you like. So they're really pretty. You can shift through these, like a backdrop, and now you can add text to this. So you can say, this is my favorite. And if you want to add some styling to this, you can do some fun things. So what I like to do is make the base color white or a color, and then add a border to it. And if you make the border nice and thick, there you go. You can do something like that. And then stretch it out. And then go to the Type tab. And you can adjust the character spacing. You You can adjust the line height so it's a bit more squashed together there. And also now we have this allow styling in text box. So you can select a little portion of the text, like my, for example, and then you can make that my really, really big. So be like, this is my favorite bag. So like, for example, you can also, of course, you can change the color of this. So if it's a star box, we're going to select it all, and then we could use that pink, purple color. So I hope you have a ton of fun with this. We have so many features that you can use in your design. We have all these patterns. You can scan through all of these patterns. You have infographics. You can come up with fun, creative ways to use these. Like, I love funny pie charts. I see a lot of memes with funny pie charts. So you can use all the infographics. You can use all of our shapes, all the TT images. Feel free to use any of those on your design. And I would love to see what you end up creating with this, because I think Tangent Templates is just becoming better and better as a design tool with some really unique features. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss any of our future videos. Also, do come and join our groups. We have the KDP group and we have an awesome AI group where you can talk about anything AI. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Please let me know what you think and have an amazing weekend. All right, bye guys.